Hello and welcome to HW News. The hearing in the horrific Hathras case began on 12th of October, that is on Monday. The Allahabad High Court had taken a suo motu cognizance of the case and had asked the DM and SP of Hathras, State's Additional Chief Secretary, Home Department and ADG Law and Order to depose before it. Along with that, the court also heard the family members of the victim. After the hearing, the court passed an order in which it has pulled up the UP officials for the violations of rights. We all remember how the victim was cremated in the dead of the night in heavy police presence. The family had claimed that they did not give consent to cremate their daughter, but the police said that the victim's father and brother had agreed to cremate her. Questions were raised and criticism mounted over the way the victim was cremated. This also triggered a wave of uproar in the country against UP police's handling of the case. The hearing majorly focused on three issues. Firstly, whether there was a violation of the fundamental and human rights provided by Article 21 and 25 of the Constitution of India. Secondly, whether the police, while conducting their 2 a.m. allegedly forcible cremation while locking up the family, did follow all the Hindu rituals or not. And thirdly, whether this was done by the state authorities oppressively, high-handedly and illegally. The court also heard the family members of the victim. First of all, Om Prakash, the father of the deceased, submitted his version of the entire events. He pleaded that he wants justice for her daughter. He said he had no grudge against the officials except that they refused to hand over the body of his daughter to them and they were not allowed to cremate her in accordance with the Hindu rituals. He stated that neither he nor any member of the immediate family participated in the cremation and that the administration cremated the body in the night itself despite insistence on their part to have the cremation in the morning, that is next morning. The mother of the deceased lamented that she wanted to see the face of her daughter, but she was not allowed and against her wishes, the body was cremated in the night. She broke down while narrating the entire story starting from the date of the incident when the girl was allegedly raped. While the brothers of the victim reiterated the same, the sister-in-law of the victim said that the officials of the state government befooled them and some even misbehaved with them. She said they are not interested in compensation and the loss suffered by the family is irreparable. Now, what did the DM of Hathras say in the court? Because there was a video of the DM of Hathras when he was meeting the family members, and apparently in that video it was claimed that he was threatening the family members. Now the DM of Hathras said what was the claim that was made by the administration few days ago in the media. He said that there was an attempt to give a political color to this entire issue. On 30th September 2020, that is the next day, the CBI court at Lucknow was to pronounce verdict against the accused in the case of demolition of Babri Masjid, and therefore the entire state was on high alert and most of the forces were deployed for the control of situation that may erupt after pronouncement of the verdict. Thus, looking to the sensitivity of the matter and the intervention of political parties in consultation with the Commissioner Aligarh, ADG Agra, IG Aligarh, SP Aligarh and himself, a collective decision was taken to cremate the body in the night itself, as it was expected that if it is delayed and is undertaken in the morning, about 10,000 people would collect and make it a caste or political issue. He said that the father of the deceased was convinced for cremation in the night. It was on his consent only that the body was cremated. He further submitted that the cremation was done with full honor and it is incorrect to suggest that the body was actually burnt by sprinkling kerosene. A proper pyre was laid in the cremation. The kerosene was not used and probably the cans which may be appearing in some of the videos were those in which they carried Ganga water, Ganga Jal. He categorically stated that no one from above or Lucknow had instructed him to take such a decision. The court, however, asked the district magistrate, what if it was a girl from a rich family? Would you have cremated her the same way? and the DM had no answer. All the other officials repeated the same. Now, what was the observation of the court? The court said the action of the state authorities, though in the name of the law and order situation, was prima facie an infringement upon the human rights of the victim and her family. The bench of Justices Pankaj Mittal and Ranjit Roy said, "We do not at this stage find any good reason on behalf of the administration as to why they could not hand over the body to the family members for some time, say for even half an hour, to enable them to perform their rituals at home and thereafter to cremate it either in the night or next day." It said that the expanded fundamental right to life, to live with dignity and to exist with dignity even after death, as well as right to decent burial, cremation appears to have been infringed, hurting the sentiments of not only the family members but of all the persons and relatives assembled on the spot. The court also highlighted that the guiding principle of governance and administration after independence should be to serve and protect people and not to rule and control, as was the case prior to independence. Government should come out with appropriate procedures as guidance for district officials to deal with such a situation in future. Now, the most important part of the entire hearing. Remember, Uttar Pradesh ADG Law and Order Prashant Kumar stating that FSL report shows no presence of semen and thus there was no rape. This particular statement was picked up by people, especially those who supported the accused, and then there were angles in the story that the girl was not raped at all. There is a conspiracy and so on and so forth. BJP IT cell head even tweeted a video of the victim saying that she doesn't mention rape in it. But there was a dying declaration by the victim that she was raped. She had agreed. She had confirmed that she was indeed raped. The court, however, pulled up Prashant Kumar, the ADG Law and Order of UP. It asked him about his comment and said whether it was proper for anyone who is not directly connected with investigation to comment on any evidence relating to the offence alleged, especially if the allegation is of rape, or to draw any conclusion based thereon as to whether the offence was committed or not when the investigation was still pending and such person was not part of the investigation. He fairly agreed that it should not happen. The judges further asked him whether he was aware of the amendments in law relating to definition of rape with effect from 2013 and that mere absence of semen during forensic examination, though a factor for consideration, would not by itself be conclusive as to whether rape had been committed or not if there are other admissible evidence, which is in this case is a dying declaration. Now the case will be heard on November 2nd. Meanwhile, the CBI has begun investigation in the case. The SIT, which was formed by UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, is also investigating the case on the other hand. The state government, however, has asked that there should be judge from the Supreme Court to monitor the CBI probe. We will get you all the updates on this particular case because the next development will be in Allahabad High Court, especially on November 2nd. We will get you all the latest update in this particular case. Stay tuned with HW News. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.
If you like this video, please share it and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, well, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, Choose the language you prefer to get updates in and be up to date with the latest news.